Chair, Ranking Member, members of the committee, aloha. Thank you very much for the opportunity to focus on national security challenges and opportunities that face us in my part of the world, the Indo-Pacific, and Hawaii's continued critical role. Today, I'd like to touch briefly on three specific issues: the Red Hill Bulk Fuel Storage Facility, the Pacific Deterrence Initiative, and our public shipyards, including Pearl Harbor Naval Shipyard. First, I am so grateful to this committee for your prompt and full efforts to address the Red Hill crisis to date. These have been critical to taking care of our service members and the residents of Honolulu. But we know that the Red Hill crisis is more than just fixing old and dilapidated infrastructure. It's about forced readiness in the Indo-Pacific and about public confidence and support of our military back home. This crisis has forced us to rethink logistics and bulk fuel storage distribution in this critical region. These changes, which will need to be implemented over several years, will be instrumental in meeting the challenges in the Indo-Pacific. To this end, I ask this committee to fully support the President's additional $1 billion FY 2023 budget for Red Hill and take all other action to provide effective oversight and direction of the Red Hill remediation, defueling, and closure initiative of the Department of Defense. Second, a critical component of our military's efforts in the Indo-Pacific is the 2-year-old now Pacific Deterrence Initiative. PDI continues to evolve and mature as a cohesive series of investments that strengthen our presence throughout the region. This year, the administration submitted a budget of $6 billion for PDI, which is a welcome and necessary further increase from last year's level set by this committee. We also see an increase in military construction and improvements in critical logistics nodes throughout the region. During my recent delegation visit to the Pacific, a recurring theme from our friends and allies is the need for more U.S. presence. We just want you to show up more. These investments underscore our commitment to them and are critical to our efforts. Third, underpinning all of our efforts in the vast and maritime Indo-Pacific are our public shipyards. Without the physical and human capacity of our shipyards, we cannot project the force that is necessary to deter and address today's threats. The Pearl Harbor Naval Shipyard, as with our nation's other 3 shipyards, is a part of the fabric of our Hawaiian community. Unfortunately, these shipyards have become aged and increasingly ill-prepared for the challenges of the 21st century. We simply must reinvest in these facilities and our world-class shipyard workers. The Shipyard Infrastructure Optimization Plan, or SIOP, is our commitment to improve and recapitalize these facilities. It is critical that we continue to support the multi-year $21 billion effort that we have undertaken. SIOP is multifaceted, and the plan will recapitalize our dry docks, reconfigure infrastructure, and modernize the equipment necessary for a more agile and efficient workforce. Without these improvements, we will see delays in the timely return of ships and submarines to their mission. In closing, I encourage the committee to continue to authorize the commitments that address our modern-day challenges in the Indo-Pacific. These promises reaffirm our obligation to our service members and their families, the workers that keep our shipyards running, and finally, to our friends and allies that rely on us to be the bulwark of democracy in this critical region. Thank you very much, and appreciate your consideration.